area where this horrific thing happened, you know, that,
Okay,
you know,
wait.
somehow I was loosely a part of, you know, being a part of the story. So, I don't know, just really
I
kind
just
of
turned on the
freaked me
radio,
out.
but
And then to take it like one step further, I'm a
there's a
I'm a
big blow
street
up
runner,
about
so like I
Beyonce being a
run
witch.
outdoors no matter what, and it's
And I'm
you
like,
know, just something I
so
do
am
every
I
day.
writing on there? I'm
So I
like,
said, well, you know what? I'm gonna drive
so random, right?
to
Like Black
her
Lives
address
Matter.
and try to run from
BS.
there. And
Lights out.
I did,
Kanye
and
equals
I don't know
Beyonce
what
equals
possessed me
children
to
ancestors.
just go to
Okay,
Facebook
these
and
are
do it, but it
notes.
was the strangest kind
So
of
I
like
save it.
feeling of like
Of course,
all
no
the
one's gonna
stories in
understand
my
what that
head
fucking
and
means.
thoughts
Anyways.
going on about just like running through the space
And
and
then I get,
you know the people I
oh my
knew
god.
earlier in the Walmart, and I don't know, just kind of really
Lauren's
freaked
gonna
me
be
out.
so
But
pissed.
it was because I felt like it gave
Oh,
a closure to something
I
that was
don't know.
this mysterious place.
So
I
anyways,
mean, I'm glad I did it, but I feel like to complete the story.
hey,
is to
Lauren
call
Tapia
you and
is
tell
like
you
a
this
really
because,
fucking good
you know,
artist.
after
Like,
it happened,
to
and then I
me,
called
he
you
was like
and you
amazing.
kind of
I'd
got me
always
thinking
just like,
about like what is that? What is this music?
we would always
So,
draw together, or
yeah, maybe it's a book
I
we
would give
put
him a
this,
line, or he'll give me something to draw, and I'll make something out of it, or I would tell him what to draw, and he would do it. And then the kids, when they got older, when you boys got older, you guys would do it. And I'm like, oh, that's so cool. And I just loved your guys' art.
Which is something else, but I wanted
It was like,
number one,
and me
wish all you
doing
fathers
this,
again.
it
Happy
feels
Father's
like the movie Peabody and
If you
Sherman.
still have your father, folks,
And
enjoy him.
gosh,
And
and
tell him how much
Indiana
you care
Jones.
about him.
So
Because
anyway,
once
someone
they're
did really
gone, they're
bad magic
gone.
on
I
me.
lost my
Horrible
dad
magic
in,
on me. And I was just like dodging it
2011.
like a Jedi.
I
And
was
my
in
ancestors are
St. Louis,
laughing.
he
They're
was in
like,
Detroit.
you have no
And it went pretty
idea what
fast
they've
and
done to
sudden.
you. And I'm like, yeah, I know, I feel
And
it, I feel
I
it,
got
I
up
know,
there
I
for
just
the
don't care.
funeral
Just, it's
after
embarrassing,
we
just don't. I
headed on a
just,
weekend.
I don't.
My sister moved in with my mother. And we missed Dad. He was one of a kind. And so just, if you have your father still, folks, appreciate him.
I have blisters on my feet.
No matter what.
I have
And tell
really
him how
bad
much you
blisters
care.
on my feet.
Anyways,
And my
we're
toes,
going to
just
come
my
back
pinky
in a
toes.
moment and wrap things up.
I
But
just
we're
wrap
going
it
to
up
talk
in.
with a witch before we do. So hang
With
with us. You're
Band-Aids.
going to love
I haven't
this
used
interview.
Band-Aids in a long time.
Do you have a photo that you think would interest the Coast to Coast audience? We're always on the hunt for unique
No, I
and
have used
unusual
Band-Aids, but
images
not like
for our
that.
photo
Not
gallery.
like...
To submit your image, simply go to coasttocoastam.com and mouse over the media button on the upper navigation bar, and you'll see the submission option.
I'm going to go walk, and I didn't even walk that fucking far. I only walked 7 miles and I got fucking blisters. But I think I washed the shoes, and then I was walking, and then like, yeah, your feet swell up when you're walking, and anyway, so this time my plan is to walk from beach to the pier to Westminster, because that's a witchcraft for me, and then that home, because I have done that, so that means I know that I can walk. Then the next time I do it, I'm going to walk from Huntington Beach. No, I'm going to walk from where I live now, to Bixby Ranch, and then Bixby Ranch all the way to Huntington Beach, and then Westminster, and then back home.
Grab a proper breakfast with Wendy's new $3 English muffin breakfast deal.
That's what they want me to do,
Limited
so
time
I'm
only.
going to do that.
US
So I'm
price and
planning on that, because I
participation
did,
may vary. Select a request English muffin
I
deal
just
to obtain
want that
discount.
fucking long
Not valid for a la carte or
strip
combo
right
orders.
there.
Single item at regular price.
Damn, so I'm going to do this. So I'm excited to see what I see.
Coming back to Las Vegas, September 20th and 21st.
21st, streaming
I
live
love
only on
walking,
Hulu.
but I love
Big
driving.
Sean,
Like,
Camila
I love just
Cabello,
taking my
Doja
time and
Cat,
just seeing the
Stefani,
view and
Hozier,
just
Keith
looking at
Urban,
all
New
the
Kids
things
on the
because
Block, Paramore, Shabuzi, The Black Crowes, Thomas
walking
Rhett,
gives you so
Victoria
many
Monet, and more.
details.
Get tickets to our 2024 iHeartRadio Music
And
Festival,
then,
presented by Capital One, right now, before they
yeah,
sell out.
AXS.com. In this
the
week's Marketers
bugs,
Report, Chris
insects,
Brandt, Chief Marketing Officer at Chipotle Mexican Grill,
they're
weighs
so
in on the
important
power of audio.
We've used audio to
because that's where we're
reinforce
going to be
what we're
going. We're
showing
going to
on
be on the
TV, what we're
ground.
showing in other
And my
digital channels.
ancestors
When your priority is
in
driving reach,
Riverside,
boy, everybody seems to listen to the
they're
radio.
telling
As the
me,
#1 audio company,
like,
iHeartMedia gives
I've been
marketers
dreaming of
access
going
to
on
the
the
audiences,
ground and just laying there
conversations,
because I
trusted
did lay
influencers,
there.
insights, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
When you boys were gone, the cemetery has changed a lot. There wasn't used to be a flower
Donate today at
arrangement in the circle
carsforkids.org. That's
there.
Cars with a K.
But
Your
that's
car
where
could
I
be
was
picked up as
crying
soon
at.
as the
I was
next
crying
day.
right there,
Receive a
like,
tax
for you
deduction
boys.
and vacation voucher.
And then, like, a month later, or a couple months later, I come back and there is a circle, like,
Find the perfect Father's
of
Day
flowers
gift
there.
with
Like, someone
Macy's
put
Gift
that
Finder.
there.
In just a couple
And,
clicks, you'll get personalized gift ideas
yeah.
for every dad at every budget. Visit
So someone was happy that I was going there and doing
Macy's.
Be one of the
Because,
first
like, someone was
40,000 fans in
waiting
attendance on Sunday, June 16th versus the Royals
to make more
receive
noise
an
about
exclusive
it
Father's Day beach chat presented
because
by
it was just
Security
so
Benefit.
hidden.
Come
It was
early
so
for Viva Los Dodgers,
small, and
presented
it
by
would just piss
Budweiser
me
and
off
Spectrum.
because they're
For tickets,
kids.
visit Dodgers.com/promotion.
And then Sandy
AM
Hook,
640. It's the one animal that's most like
Thoughts
us.
and Prayers.
We keep them in a cage all day and all night at a
Those
zoo.
kids are old enough now.
Zookeepers have not reprimanded the monkeys or the apes for that.
Throwing their feces at you.
And
As
everyone seems to just laugh it off. The Tim Conway Jr. Show. I mean, if I went to Gelson's and did that, they'd kick me out forever.
Alex keeps
Live
coming
4
up,
to
so if
7
you notice
p.m.
that,
on
our
KFI.
ancestors
And on
will.
demand anytime
That
on the
was
iHeartRadio app.
She said, hey, you work
Sandy
at
Hook was
KFI? I said,
prevented.
yeah.
All
And she
those
said,
school
my
shootings was
boyfriend
prevented
Listen to you
100%.
all the time.
I said, oh, that's cool. What's his name? She goes,
It's my ex-boyfriend.
yeah. Whenever we got in the car at night, he
It
wanted to
feels
listen to
unreal.
you, and I wanted to talk,
It really
and I
feels
got
unreal.
pissed. Whoa! I broke him up.
But
The
there's
Tim Conway
babies.
Jr. Show. Well, now that you're single, want any more of this?
That's
Live
why
4 to
they're
7
tearing down the
p.m. on
schools.
KFI.
And on demand anytime on the iHeartRadio
Where are
app.
these souls gonna go?
Remember, a
Who is performing these ceremonies that are happening? Why are these schools getting torn down, burned down? It doesn't. There's supposed to be a ceremony for death. There's supposed to be an honor, a ritual. Where are these souls and justice? You just can't burn and let like what you're doing is you're trying to erase this trauma, and that's why our ancestors. That's why schizophrenia is created, because it's people ignoring this. Joyce Avoy always talked about like royalty this, and he's from bloodline. Oh, my friend.
From somewhere out there, this is Coast to Coast AM with George Norrie.
Beyond Belief, that's our television program.
It sure is. Go to beyondbelief.com right now for some ad-free episodes and a 7-day free trial. Don't forget about our YouTube channel. That's
And
a
I
lot
just
of fun
like
too. Go to
everybody. To me, I feel
sign up at the top.
And here's
my
something for
mom
you to
always
lose
followed
some
the
weight. If you're
royalty
looking to lose
stuff,
some weight,
and I
learning the
just
science of weight loss versus just counting calories is the true secret to Weight Magic drops and capsules. Here's product creator Dan
you
Putnam
do
to
have to
explain
activate
how
it.
insulin management is the key.
Everything for weight loss has been focused on eating less calories. What a lot of people don't realize is one of the most important things controlling insulin
The reason
levels.
why
What
we're
we eat
eating is
gonna
because
first go
we
through the
don't
liver,
know
then
what
it goes
to
the
do with
muscles. Anything more
ourselves.
than that, then it goes into the fat. If there's insulin
If we
present, the
use our
body's
art,
thinking that you just
we
ate. So
find
the
out that
body
we're
has a
eating less
mechanism, but
and
it
we
actually shuts down the energy in the fat. So you have to be able to control that
we're using
insulin, or
resources. We
it's
don't
going to
need
be
to
very
eat all this
difficult,
stuff. We're
almost impossible
doing.
to burn the fat.
Oh, I
Dan, so
really
tell
like
me
that
about Weight
dark
Magic
cherry
drops.
color.
We have these
I love that
absolutely
color.
amazing Weight Magic
So,
drops.
yeah.
The concept of this is control insulin, makes body
If I,
insulin
like-
sensitive. Also, it has an exact diet to control your insulin level.
Me
So by
being
using these drops,
paranoid,
by following following this diet, it's putting the body into the fat-burning mode.
Dan, Weight Magic capsules help resolve a problem most overweight people have going against them. What is that?
Their core body temperature is less than the people after ideal weight. That is your metabolism. So just in summary, we've created the Weight Magic drop to help control the insulin, also cleanse the liver, and then the Weight Magic capsules to increase that metabolism. It's not uncommon for somebody to lose a half a pound to a pound a day. So it really is the perfect duo for fat loss.
Buy George's Weight Magic drops and
Miss
capsules
Little
now
Beyonce
and
over there.
shed
I
those
see you
pounds. Order
too.
now at
Technology, right?
healthylooking.com or by phone at 800-595-7490. Free shipping with promo code George. That's healthylooking.com or 800-595-7490. George's Weight Magic from healthylooking.com.
These tarot readers.
For the first time in their history, the interest we pay on the national debt surpassed every individual budget item except Social Security. And that's right, the U.S. now spends more on interest than on the national defense or even Medicare. And it's only getting worse as big government continues to spend like drunken sailors. That's why savvy investors, central banks, and concerned savers are turning to gold, something not tied to the inflated U.S. dollar. And you can too with the help of the Birch Gold Group. For more than 20 years, Birch Gold Group has helped thousands of Americans protect their savings by converting an IRA or 401k into an IRA in physical gold. To learn more, text COAST to 989898 and claim that free, no-obligation info kit on gold. Birch Gold has earned my trust, and with their education-first approach, their thousands of happy customers and their countless 5-star reviews, they'll protect your savings as well. Text COAST to 989898 today.
So what she did is, Jeanette Montes did, where I wouldn't be able to get finances. I would just like slowly drift away, where I'll just like go away, where I'll kill myself, and it'll go away because no one,
you go to the best. And
no
California
one knows.
Psychics, home of free spirits and open minds.
Yeah, I know,
better
but
than anyone what makes a good
no one
psychic.
knows that
That's why
she's
we
going to
guarantee
do this.
If your reading is life-changing,
Secret
it's free.
killer, like a
Visit
secret.
CaliforniaPsychics.com.
It's like a secret
and
admirer.
the joy of certainty.
And a secret admirer is always thinking about you, and it makes you come across their mind. Like she's been coming up my mind a lot, and to me, I'm just like dancing, like yeah, she's coming. But now I'm like, I'm seeing it, and I'm like, oh, she was behind it. So now it's like she's coming across. I'm like, now I'm doing this, so that means I'm going to see her soon. And when I see her, it's going to be a dramatic change. It's going to be a dramatic change where you're going to see who is doing what with what. Well, God damn it. Ain't that my timing amazing? My spelling and grammar took me for a spin, didn't it? Didn't it?
Witchcraft, a book consisting of almost 900 pages. I kid you not, the
Today, Sergeant Adam, S.R.O. Stauffer, and S.R.O. Delago had the honor of doing a safety prevention to the fantastic kids at DeMille.
Happy to be here. Thank you.
Let's tell folks, of course, you've been a student of the magical arts since you were a child. You love tarot, the runes.
I'm sorry, but I wouldn't.
Divination, you name
now,
it,
after I see how dirty these fucking pigs are, I would not want them around my kids.
You know, witches have gotten a very bad rap, haven't they?
Yes, for a very long time.
How come? Hollywood?
Hey, the Simpson guy's here.
No, oh no.
You know the comic book guy?
Yeah.
Did you see him over there with the flag? The very last color, you see it? Here, put this. I don't want ants. Can't steal it. I don't want ants getting in there. Just move my water.
Oh, is a better image for witches.
Actually, give me that water. I'll drink because it's getting old.
Glorious glamour,
water bottles in the car.
Romantic
drink
witch.
Yeah, but you're not supposed to.
Pretty awful.
You have an accent. You're not supposed to.
But it goes back much farther. You know, even, back to ancient Rome. The Romans were not a witch-friendly culture.
The water bottles that's left in the car.
You know, in my opinion, and there are certainly many other opinions.
I remember one time
887 pages. I tried to
I don't use a water bottle, but I left a water bottle in the car.
But I think it's about obedience.
It was hot. It was really fucking hot. And I'm like, damn, I remember seeing water bottles outside of Walmart in the hot fucking sun.
Get a bad rap.
Yeah, they do.
Hey,
Well,
friends.
of course, now look at the Salem witch trial there. I think religion has a lot to do with pinpointing witches as being devil worshippers.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only reason why I left it on because of this.
You know,
But my mom has no idea that I'm doing
the
this.
property disputes. When
No.
Fog
this whole day. Fuck it. Anyways.
You know, for those who have been to the
yeah, that's good. Okay.
the Wax Museum or the different exhibitions at Salem Village, one of the most dramatic parts is Giles Corey, who is the only person in North America and the United States who was killed by pressing, which he should not have been. It was already illegal in the British Isles. But he refused. He was accused of being a witch and asked, you know, are you...
Tell them the truth, because when they grow up, they're gonna, like...
He refused to plead. He refused to plead either innocent or guilty because he wanted to retain his property for his children. And they tried to force him to plead one way or the other by putting weights on him. And, of course, you know, it's very dramatic.
And look at the red shoes, too.
More weights. And he would just keep insisting that they put more weight until he died. But his family did indeed retain that property.
The student had a blast checking out the SWAT Bearcat of the patrol.
Pushed into thinking witches were evil.
Patrol and trying some of our officers scared. They also learned about safety and about being a Westminster PD officer. From the looks of these pictures, the officers had just as much fun as these kids did.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at it from
Thank you to the students and staff from DeMille Elementary allowing us to come and meet and talk with so many students, with amazing students.
Is it Wicca? Or is it something else?
A branch of that.
You know what's funny is that I did this for
people use the word witch and the word Wicca.
I did this for the traffic light.
I find that a lot of people use Wicca.
I did something like this with the traffic light now.
Which is an insulting word.
You guys are copying my shit. Guarantee you, 100%.
Somebody comes up to you, some woman is out there, and you go up to her and say, "You're a witch." That doesn't sound too complimentary, does it?
Well, I don't know. You could say, "Why, thank you." Look at that beautiful Frank Sinatra song. I love that song.
That is a great song.
It's a great song. It depends. It depends who says it. It depends in what context. You know, to be bewitching.
I gave you flyers. I gave you information. I also gave you tea.
Even that is potentially people are afraid of you.
Are you a witch?
Are you enchanting them? Yeah. Am I falling in love with you? You know, is it for me or are you doing this?
Amy West, you kept wanting me to take a picture of you.
Me?
And I did not like every time I saw you, every time I went to a fucking meeting, you would always want me to be by you. You would always grab my arm. I hated people touching me, period. I hated people using me because I was there. Because I knew how much I had and how many I knew. I just, come on. You guys were trolling me online.
I mean, they were.
And you knew what I was doing. And Richie Carrillo, the guy that's in the back laughing, like by he's right behind me.
I know. Where's that held?
You're abusing your kids. You're abusing your kids.
They are.
Yeah, it's a big party.
And who and the people in who knew it.
This will be in Hudson,
You're talking shit in front of your kids about your wife, about the mother of your kids. It's disgusting.
Yeah, so that's, I think,
the kids didn't need to be like that. The kids didn't need to be in the middle, but you did. You put everybody in the middle.
What is it about Halloween and witches that seem to just go together?
The old belief is that at this time of the year, and in ancient belief, the belief is that there are parallel realms. Here we are in the world of the living.
That's funny.
Simultaneously, there is a world where the dead live. And a
I
world
changed
where
so
the
much
live, and
for my kids.
Look
at it.
Ghosts are supposed to be. And
I never looked like that until my Desi came along.
Like a catering hall with different rooms. different parties going on in different
until I lost my Joseph too.
This huge universe.
Damn,
And during
losing a baby
year,
hurts.
The veil,
no matter
the barriers between these worlds become
what trimester you're at.
And so it's the best time.
It's still devastating because you still have all those
of your loved ones,
hopes and dreams and wishes. The babies wanted. But now it's like
it's considered one of the best times for any kind of spell casting.
My mom.
Any of those
where
mystical arts, any of that sort of thing. So it's very seasonal.
A lot of these kids pass away with no. Their parents are getting away with murder.
You know, if you have a migraine, you can't do anything Halloween. You've lost your chance. But the traditional belief is it goes through after Christmas into January. So it's
I had bad migraines.
Well, I also will
and
say
what
that
I learned,
television with the TV show Bewitched.
Lauren Tapia.
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital with my migraines.
You know,
I had no choice into leaving my kids. I would not leave my kids somewhere. I could not be at home. My kids, I'd rather have my kids be at home with me. If I had a freaking migraine, my kids would be home with me. But the problem is, you knew I couldn't walk. You knew I was throwing up. You knew I had to have medical attention for my migraines. That's how bad they were.
Yeah.
And I was a child when it was
my
on
mom,
the first time, so I remember
she chose
to
take Tylenol. She chose to self-medicate.
A matter of debate. A warlock is a word
and
that is
leaving us
to define
somewhere else.
A male.
She wasn't watching us. She was always sleeping.
But it is a controversial word.
I would not do that to my kids. I could not sleep like that.
Etymology. Some people believe that it comes
I really heavily felt that you were watching them. I thought you were watching them, and I begged you, and I told you. So Jeanette Montes, your back hurts. Yeah, your back goes out all the time. With all your fancy equipment, all your fancy bedding and stuff.
It was to the church. The other
I'm sleeping on the floor just fine.
Word for guardian and warlock. The warlocks are the guardians, the magical guardians of a community. And the word in recent years has had a resurgence. For a long time.
So all those migraines, they were so prevented, and I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? And I knew it was witchcraft, and I just couldn't even. Fuck, man.
American horror coven.
Just wait until Stephanie, that one girl, Stephanie.
Why are they so popular?
She was like bitching. She had migraines and stuff like that, and yeah. So she was a big part of it. A lot of people were doing witchcraft.
That willingness to use
a lot of people.
Power. That inner defiance, and they're fun. They're rule breakers. Witches are independent thinkers. You know,
Jamie Bashorner's one of them.
I remember watching Endora when I was small.
Actress, writer, off-road truck, country adventures, and animals.
Joke, that as I get older, I really do appreciate her. You know, she's really a free thinker.
I don't know that one. That one's
to all in one. She loves her family. You know, she loves her daughter.
Eric Watland.
It's a very blended personification. You know, she's not a wicked witch.
And Jerome Kent.
She's the one. You know, when there's a problem, they call mother. You know, come and help us. It's that.
You would think, like, if I asked my mom to get, like, I need closure, like, I need the son of a bitch to.
We had a fun witch named Evelyn Paglini who passed away. She was a great person, and
she was fun.
Fiona Horn, she's still going strong. I don't know, we think the world of her.
He needs to do time.
She and I will both be at Hexfest in next August in New Orleans.
This one was Daughter of Golden West.
And I know I will be presenting 2 classes.
So when I go on, like, looking for websites, when I was looking for this, I was looking for, like, what is Daughter of Golden West? And I was reading about it. Because I'm like, my dad died on Golden West.
But it is 3 days with a riverboat.
So I'm like, what the fuck is this about? And then I go to Irvine Park and I see the same thing. And then I go to the cemetery and I see the same thing.
Now, witches give spells.
And then I go
would tell us
on the comments, and then I see Donald on there.
Is that all part of it?
It's like, that's my dad's name.
For a lot of
This is like when I got hit by a car.
Wicca, I mean, Wicca is a religion.
I asked, like, for a mix-up, the guy that helped me out, one of the paramedics, his name was Donald.
Male and female guy.
Don.
Yes, the Lord and the Lady. And it's a very ethical religion, you know.
And he put something about the chief, that this was a chief.
Primary tenet, you know, do what you will, but harm none. But I do know Wiccans who do not cast spells, so it's a complicated, you know, what witchcraft is. I described it as a hall of mirrors.
So what Beyonce did was she was breaking someone's curse. She broke the curse, but now that she broke a curse, she's able to cast spells.
I think, I mean, my definition, I'm a practical person.
Ooh,
and for
there's
me,
a
it's all
face on there. I love this stuff. So I remember someone commented on this picture.
Well, there's a difference between spells and curses, right?
Smith.
Spells
what do you know?
Magical spells are.
You see the face there? There's a face in the background.
They are intended
right
to
by the
harness
light.
The energies, the inherent energies.
So right there by my thumb, there's a face.
Of the different, you know, everything radiates a sort of energy or power. And it's an attempt to harness those.
And she goes, "You guys are too cute. Miss you guys."
So yes, it is intended for good. Now, you know, the caveat to that is that angry people
so fake. I hate when that happens.
It's not the power.
Right.
If she's amazing, she won't be easy. If she's easy, she won't be amazing. If she's worth it, she won't give up. If she gives you up, she's not worth it.
Haters.
Blah, 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 blah.
And you don't have
There's
to.
Amy, there's an Alex, there's a Joseph, there's a Rena, there's an Ernest. Well, goddamn.
You know,
What a
cursing.
homewrecker
You don't really know how to. You don't have to really know how to curse to do it.
What makes it work?
And then Caesar comes up, and then Dan comes up.
That directed bolt of energy. You know, in the old countries, they would call it the evil eye. And the evil eye, sometimes, it just shoots out of people.
Screenshot.
You know, the
Screenshot.
Advice for avoiding the evil eye. And the evil eye is anti-fertility, anti-growth. You know, your bank account shrinks. You can't have children. You have illness. You know, instead of progressing, you regress.
And you like act like I'm crazy. Act like
avoiding it is
like
not to brag.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking
for
about.
Instance, standing online in the
when you could have said, you could have stood up and go, you know what?
You know, God,
he's a pig. You know, like he's not.
Online is a woman who can't have children.
He's an alcoholic.
And she's listening to what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you're complaining about what, you know.
You're fucking hella young too. That's what grosses me out. That's what grosses me out. That's a sickening because I didn't know, like
that bolt of anger that comes out.
Like I just thought you and Dan were just better off. I never just assumed. I just
give us a little historical overview of witches.
Like I knew you and Mark. I knew you were doing something with Mark. It was just gross.
That witches are vestiges of the oldest.
You did something to that family.
Spiritual traditions on earth.
You had to have. That's why I'm here.
All over the world, wherever you go, there is a concept. Whether people approve of it or not, whether you know they think it's a good thing or a negative thing, you will find this person of power, this person who knows how to manipulate those secrets of the earth, the plants and the crystals
shots.
And the minerals.
We're going to talk about just kid shots. Medical stuff. 555. Today's 555. He would always listen to it. He liked the bubble guppies. Clapping, interacting. I'm gonna He's clapping. That's Desi. My dad told me to record it. He goes, Tina, start recording. This is so when I was doing a documentary for Desi for autism. Look it. As soon as he got the shot of, it was one of the shots he got. He stopped clapping. He stopped waving. He wasn't the same. My baby wasn't the same. I saw something change in him as soon as he got the shot. And I was like, did I do this to Anthony? Did I fucking do this to Anthony? Like, so I'm doing all this research about cleaning and cleansing, and at the same time, my sister's like telling me I'm fucking stupid, I'm this and that, and I fucking like, come on, I know, like my mom, my mom's, I have a huge, like, come to me forward because I don't have time to deal with this shit. I have kids to worry about. Things happen to me for a reason. I get it. Yeah, I understood. But come on, my kids? You're fucking with my kids' lives here. Anyways. Then I'm like, making sure that, like, whatever shot they got, I had to make it even, and like whatever flu shot they had, I'd get, like, so they don't, so they, like, why? I was trying to do even stuff with them. And it wasn't, I'm like, it's not working, like something's not, like with Desi, he's just, to me, Desi was just like each boys had different personalities. Like for instance, like I'll use the food what they eat. Anthony ate everything. He loved everything. He loved experimenting with different kinds of food. He just loved food. Where Colin, he was more picky. He didn't really like food as much as Anthony did. And where Anthony he'll eat carrots. He loved eating carrots, and Colin didn't like carrots. He hated carrots. And I didn't force carrots on him, but he only wanted to eat carrots because Anthony ate carrots like candy.
Capital One has really worked to create
Colin forced himself to eat carrots because he's like, how is he eating it like it was candy? So poor Colin just ate carrots. You can see he's just like, but he's eating it. It took him about like a good, maybe a month, but a while to make him just like eating it, just like, whatever. And that broke my heart because it made me like, I don't have to force anything on you guys. You guys, if you guys love what you guys are doing, you guys are gonna copy each other no matter what, the good or the bad. So I just have to like make sure you guys are on a good path. And Desi just like, he was just born to be on like on the path of just pleasing everybody.
That's what we're talking about this morning. And it all gets started.
And it's like, I feel like he just watched me too much.
And welcome home. This is KFI and KOSC.
And in school it showed. In school it showed.
On the iHeartRadio app.
Because I was acting like him. And the school did not like it at all.
Los Angeles,
school hated it.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
I'm against school teachers. They're taking away parents' jobs.
An LA County firefighter has been killed on duty in Palmdale. LA County Fire Chief Anthony Marone says the firefighter was killed while responding to a large tractor fire yesterday.
I ask that everyone please allow our firefighters.
I made you a cake, Anthony, on your graduation.
To process our profound
I was
loss.
so excited
We are
that
certainly
hurting.
you graduated.
And we need your thoughts and prayers.
Crews responded to reports of a construction tractor on fire. While firefighters were working on the fire, the tractor exploded, killing Andrew Pontius and hurting another firefighter. Pontius was a 19-year veteran of the department. KFI News brought to you by Wendy's $3 English muffin breakfast deal. The LAPD's LAX division is asking for the public's help to find one of
I was
two
trying to
men
get a
involved
dentist
in
for
a
you
road rage
boys,
fight that
and the
knocked out an
school,
elderly woman
it's like,
who was checking her bags at the
we're
time.
gonna
The
get,
two guys ran into her
dentist
and
people
knocked
over
her onto
here,
the curb. She was taken to the hospital
and they're like,
later
oh yeah, his
released.
teeth
The
are fine,
incident
his teeth
happened
are
on May
fine.
31st.
You
One of
don't
the
need to
guys
get
has
it
been
if you don't,
arrested,
you know,
but
I'm
the
like,
cops want
alright,
help to find
fine.
the other one.
They're saying that they are clinical, like they're saying that they're dentists. They're like real people, real dentists that are checking the kids.
An annual budget of $6.5 million. The commission's deputy
No,
Heather Holt told a special committee yesterday
he got a cavity real fucking, like, it was there, and I'm like, fucking
language in the ballot measure
so
reflect that need, so that we avoid having to lay off staff or make other
and I'm
cuts.
just like,
the committee agreed to $7 million for voter
I was so
consideration. The committee
pissed.
also
I was so
approved a ballot measure
pissed.
to create a new commission to offer reforms to the city's charter over the
That was
next 2 years.
13 years ago,
In
so they've been
downtown LA,
going to
Michael
the
Monk,
dentist
KFI
13
News.
years. For
The
13
union
years.
representing 6,000 Food for Less workers says its members have authorized a strike. The union's bargaining committee says it sends a message to the company.
They've been going to one of the dentists that they used to go before all this happened. They were going to a dentist for a good 12 solid years.
Strong-arm it into accepting a contract that's less than what the workers deserve and far less than what their parent company
after that it was like
other union grocery workers.
It'd be either baby cavities or no cavities or just flossing. It'd be like a checkup. It would go once a year or twice a year, like once a 6 months. If anything happens, if anything bad happens, then you go back a 6 months or sooner. But usually it was always like either 6 months or a year come back.
And people in California have been trying to stock up on guns before the sales tax doubles. The tax is already at 10 to 11% depending on the gun. Governor Newsom
but I knew that they needed braces. I really did know that they needed braces, but I knew it was expensive. But I also knew that teeth change, and when you're in sports and stuff like that, like come on, like there's a process on going on there with the braces, and I got braces, so I fucking know that there's a process on going there. You just can't waste all this money. Like you have to take care. So that's where I was going at with it, and my sister's like, oh, they need braces, you need for this, you need stuff. It takes process. Like we were getting into that already, appointments, making appointments and stuff like that. Like check the medical histories, and these people don't do that. Court don't do that. They'll just listen to the, I'm not abusing my kids. I took my kids every day to school. These teachers know it. The school district knows it.
Like installers in the world, and you need both. You need windows that look great and energy efficient. Prices of electricity going through
I did everything by the book, and still
in the house this summer when it's 110 degrees outside.
So I gotta celebrate my death because these people really did try to screw me here, and they're getting away with murder. And that can't happen. The universe is not allowing that. Like no more. So I know I'm protected. I just have to make my videos because I'm going away. And I already feel like I have my book. And it's crazy because my grandmother is Ram's last name. So I have my book. It was very hard for me. It's still hard for me to read, but it's like, okay, I highlight it, I go and check it up, look it up. Alright.
For all offers, call the studio website for details on approved credit. CSLB 778-326.
Southland weather from KFI.
Alright, I gotta go. I love you boys, and I'll see you soon.
Mid-70s at the beach.